Hi, everyone. It's meteorologist Joe Chaffee. Let's quickly go through what's going on today. S&S storm chasers will be on patrol, of course, watching these thunderstorms, and we will bring you the latest as best we can. In the meantime, just want to point out just some slight adjustment to the Storm Prediction Center's severe weather extent this evening, extending the slight risk up through most of central New York State, and then just maybe pulling it back a shade to western areas of the Hudson Valley, not into eastern Connecticut, where there's just a marginal risk of severe, and for Long Island now, in a marginal risk of severe. The slight risk starts at New York City, but you go very quickly to the enhanced risk, which runs from Sandy Hook in New Jersey, north and west into eastern Pennsylvania, probably just south of Scranton, and then runs southwest from there to cover all of the southeastern third of Pennsylvania, including south central Pennsylvania, down through Maryland, Delaware, just about all of New Jersey, looks like anywhere south of Route 80, Route 78, southward, and then continuing into Virginia, much of the eastern half of Virginia, and northeastern North Carolina in enhanced risk, with slight risk going all the way down into northeastern Georgia. So it's a pretty extensive area. And then, of course, you have the marginal risk that goes out even further west from there. East of this line here, that's where the severe weather risk ends, according to the Storm Prediction Center, which would leave most of central and eastern Connecticut and most of all of southeastern New England out of all this. A lot is going to depend on how the warm sector sets up, and I'm looking here at the dew points this morning at 9 a.m. And what I like to look at and see is where are the dew points above 65 this morning, and mostly they're above 65 in central and southern New Jersey, and you can see how that line extends up into south central New York State, which is kind of just how the Storm Prediction Center has picked up on this and has pushed up the slight risk into that area. Now, here's where the atmosphere is really ripe with tropical air, where the dew points are all above 70 from southernmost New Jersey, southeastern Pennsylvania on south and westward in through Maryland and through Virginia and Delaware. So this is how it stands at the moment. Now, whether these dew points here north and east of the green line are in the low to mid 60s, so that's a little probably we'll say a little less problematic for severe weather, but still could very well be. I'm just going to watch this area here. Will be critical to see how high the dew points get. If they start climbing up into the middle and upper 60s, that'll increase the risk for severe weather in that particular area. Now, I just want to go to the HRRR model very fast, and you can see this is a little faster, by the way, with the thunderstorm line that develops. It has it into eastern Pennsylvania by about 4 p.m., extending down into the Washington, D.C., Baltimore area, and then moves into western New Jersey an hour later, over New York City at just east between 5 and 6 p.m., and then over western Long Island. It does kind of hold the line up fairly well until it gets into Suffolk County, and then it falls apart. But the southern end of this line breaks up on this particular model today. So that was this run. We'll see when this run comes out every hour, so we'll see what the next one does. And the other thing I just want to touch on is the tropical system that's now in the northwestern Caribbean Sea. We see thunderstorms expanding this morning on the satellite, and I'm trying to see if there might be some kind of low-level center developing right in there. And that's what it looks like at the moment. Just want to see a few more visible pictures, but so far at least the thunderstorms are east of that center, and the National Hurricane Center will be investigating this. Air Force reconnaissance aircraft flying in this afternoon to check it out, and it stands now a 90% chance of becoming a tropical storm, and the threat will be for western Florida, where tropical storm conditions could begin as early as Monday. So we'll follow this along as well in terms of where it's going. And just real quick, I think we have just time for one more thing. And let me put the GFS up and switch to region so we can see what the model did with regards to the tropical system. And we'll go to the southeast U.S., and you can follow it along. So this is this afternoon, and then we have Monday morning. It takes it northwestward, as a tropical storm into the northwestern, into the Florida bend here that runs between Tampa and Panama City, and then runs it off the southeast coast and out to sea from there. So model's still very consistent with this idea. We'll keep you abreast of all the developing situations with the severe weather and the tropical system as we go through the day. And don't forget to tune into S&S Storm Chasers. They'll be out there on the chase. You can catch the live feed on the website, ssstormchasers.com.